Biden is facing criticism for allegedly endorsing the violation of federal law in support of abortion rights. In a statement made by his press secretary, she acknowledged the current outrage surrounding peaceful protests outside judges' homes and expressed the administration's continued encouragement of such actions. Detractors argue that as president, Biden has a constitutional duty to uphold court security by faithfully executing the law. On the other hand, his supporters claim that the statement merely intended to encourage peaceful protests if they occurred outside judges' homes. Regardless, the statement should have been conveyed more clearly. But unfortunately, it was not. Interestingly, protesting outside a judge's home is actually illegal, constituting a federal offense that seems to be overlooked by the Department of Justice. Pro-life activists are now engaging in peaceful protests outside Nancy Pelosi's residence in San Francisco, and it remains to be seen if the situation will escalate. Furthermore, leaked audio has surfaced featuring Senator Lindsey Graham criticizing former President Donald Trump for misjudging the intensity of the Capitol riot. Graham remarks that Trump treated it like a game on TV and went too far, reflecting on their journey together and expressing his dissatisfaction with the current state of affairs. "Oh my goodness, I detest it, but today I have to say that I cannot participate. Enough is enough. I made an attempt to be helpful, but in that audio, he secretly pledged his allegiance to Joe Biden, causing irritation among many Republicans." Yesterday, the House of Representatives approved a $40 billion aid package for Ukraine. The bill received 368 yes votes and 57 no votes, with all 57 opposing votes coming from Republicans. Nancy Pelosi, who recently visited Ukraine, stated that the bill was a matter of democracy versus dictatorship. The Democrats chose not to link the COVID relief package with the Ukraine aid package, as they believed that Republicans would not provide the necessary support for its passage. Border security remains a significant concern for most Republican leaders, and they aim to ensure its prioritization. It is crucial to emphasize that Title 42 remains in effect, and there is no sudden influx of migrants at our border. It seems that the authorities were willing to allocate funds to safeguard Ukraine's border under Zelensky's request, but they are adamant about not leaving our own border vulnerable. Zelensky has publicly expressed gratitude towards Nancy Pelosi for securing $40 billion for Ukraine. Remarkably, the United States has spent more taxpayer money on Ukraine in the past 60 days than on all road and bridge repairs combined across all 50 states. This is an immense financial commitment that taxpayers will have to shoulder in order to ensure Ukraine's security. The baby formula shortage has reached a critical point as store shelves across the country are being found empty. New mothers are being forced to pay exorbitant prices, upwards of $120 per can of formula. This situation is deeply troubling and needs urgent attention. In recent data, it shows that the rate of inflation has slightly decreased from 8.5% to 8.3%. The White House appears to be applauding this as an achievement, however, celebrating a meager decrease of 0.2% in the cost of certain items may seem rather underwhelming considering the larger economic context. A recent report by the New York Times reveals that Hunter Biden is currently engaged in settlement negotiations with the Justice Department regarding their investigation into his past controversial business dealings. The final decision on whether to proceed with charges or not rests in the hands of Judge David Weiss. Should Judge David determine that there is sufficient evidence, Hunter Biden and potentially other members of the Biden family may face charges or be compelled to settle by paying fines. It is important to note that no criminal charges are expected. Rather, fines would be imposed for his questionable business practices. In the upcoming elections, Republicans will be advocating for their efforts to overturn Roe v. Wade and grant individual states the authority to regulate abortion. However, Democrats find themselves not primarily battling against Republicans on this issue. Just this morning, Senator Joe Manchin announced his opposition to the new federal abortion bill that his Democratic colleagues have attempted to expedite. Manchin expressed concerns that the bill is hastily drafted and overly broad, making it ineligible to secure his vote. He suggests that a more thorough and targeted approach should be taken, after which he would be willing to support his own political party's stance. Russian state media TV is currently reporting that a captured city in Ukraine will soon request to join the Russian Federation. However, Ukrainian Defense Minister Hanna Maliya has contradicted this claim, stating that the citizens are resisting the Russian agenda and expressing their desire to remain part of Ukraine. Therefore, there are mixed signals emerging, with Russia asserting that the city is pleading to become Russian citizens, while local sentiments indicate a desire to remain in Ukraine. In another development, Elon Musk has finally expressed his opinion on the ban of Donald Trump from Twitter back in 2020. Musk believes that banning Trump was an incorrect decision that silenced a significant number of voices. He also argues that the ban did not actually prevent Trump from sharing his views. Interestingly, Musk further mentioned that if he becomes the new owner of the tech giant, he would unban Trump if Trump desires it. This statement raises eyebrows as former Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey also voiced his opposition to permanent bans and acknowledged Twitter's failure in fostering healthy conversations. The contrasting perspectives of Musk and Dorsey on this matter are intriguing. The recent news reveals diverse opinions regarding the ban on President Trump from Twitter. Some now argue that Trump should never have been banned, while Elon Musk declares his intention to reverse what he sees as a poor decision. Consequently, there are conflicting sentiments surrounding this matter, highlighting the mixed reactions of the public. Shifting the focus to Trump, a judge has decided to drop the $10,000 daily fine imposed on him. However, he will still be required to pay a $110,000 fine for the 11-day period during which he failed to submit requested documents. Trump's legal team successfully persuaded the judge that the demanded documents were unavailable. Trump has until May 20th to substantiate this claim. Otherwise, the fines will resume. It is worth noting that the ongoing lawsuit will result in a civil, rather than criminal, outcome, indicating a diminished legal significance. In other news, a remarkable incident unfolded yesterday, when a passenger aboard a single-engine airplane had to assume control after the pilot became incapacitated due to a medical condition. The passenger, with no flying experience, managed to communicate with air traffic control, who guided and assisted him in safely landing the plane without any accidents or damage. This incident stands as a true miracle story, and I wanted to share it with you.